She did it again. And that's another thing. One decent line I've got in this lousy thing, and she twisted it.
Hey, Janet, there's a guy here.
Miss Ferguson? Janet Ferguson?
Yes.
May I speak to you for a minute?
Where were you when I needed you?
When was that?
During the trial.
Why did you need me?
Well, you'd have been able to write one article, maybe even two that your readers would have enjoyed. I really teed off at you fellas for ignoring my telephone calls. Not one of you showed up in court. What are you trying to do, keep me a walk-on off Broadway for the rest of my life? I'm so far off now, I may be the first woman on the moon. Hey, why don't you write that down?
I'm not from a newspaper.
What are you from?
Have we ever met before, Miss Ferguson?
Say, what is this?
Do I look familiar to you?
Or do I look familiar to you?
Well, your makeup, I can't tell.
We might have met, or we might not. You're one of those men who look like other men.
Does the name Gray mean anything to you?
Well, now, is there anyone walking the street who hasn't known someone named Gray?
William Gray.
Oh, Gray isn't bad enough. Now you throw me a William.
Richard.
That's not your name.
Alan Gray, Robert Gray, Brian Gray.
Are you all these fellas?
I'm one of them.
I have a son named Brian.
About 22 years old.
Now, how did you know? I wouldn't have said you were the kind to be acquainted with it.
I'm not.
But you do know Janet Ferguson.
I once knew a Janet Ferguson.
I get it. Ferguson's as common as Gray.
I knew her for a very short time.
What makes you think I might be her?
Chance.
Oh, come on, Gray. You had some reason for picking on this particular me.
Well, theatrical unions don't allow two actresses to have the same name.
You checked with them?
That's how I found you.
Wow, you must have been anxious.
Interested.
It's funny how people always use interest as an excuse for checking up on each other.
No, I haven't been checking
I
up
don't
on
know
you.
what the hell else you'd call it.
Well, not everybody is out to get something on somebody, Miss Ferguson. Some people are merely trying to get at the truth. Maybe to make amends.
To me?
I don't know.
Heads up.
Right. So your Janet Ferguson was an actress.
Then,
When was then and where?
have you ever acted in movies?
I act where I'm asked.
That's not a very direct answer.
Listen, Gray, you came looking for me. I haven't been putting ads in the paper for you. Maybe I never wanted to see you again. Maybe I remember you so well, I can't stand the stupid sight of you.
You have no current standing with Screen Actors Guild. I've checked both here and in Hollywood.
It may not have been ever thus.
If you ever were in a movie, would you want to see it?
I'd be the first in line. Oh, that's a direct answer, and I see it hit home. I have more.
How long have you been Janet Ferguson?
How'd you know about my kid?
How long have you used that name as an actress?
Why don't you come out with what is on your mind? I'd put my life on a back fence if you gave me a bucket of paint. And I'd put it on a billboard if I thought anybody'd read it.
If the Janet Ferguson I knew had left the profession or died, someone else would be allowed to use the name.
Me?
Since you have it.
Did your Janet Ferguson have a little boy?
Not when I knew her.
And your name is Brian? Well, listen, Brian Gray. There's a little place across the street. Why don't you wait for me there while I put a face on? And we'll talk about old times.